Okay, we are going live. Just a second. Okay, wonderful. I think we're live. Okay, great. Okay, it says live on both Facebook and YouTube. So, greetings, everybody, and welcome to the Martial Arts History Museum. My name is Michael Matsuda. I'm president and founder of the museum. Give me just a second here. I'm just trying to adjust the screen. There you go. Okay, I look really small. A little bit bigger now. Well, greetings, everybody. I hope you're doing well. It's a nice day here in sunny Southern California. It is about maybe 80 degrees here. A little chilly. Okay, maybe not chilly, but it's a great time here in sunny Southern California. Beautiful day out there. Just birds are chirping and all that as much as we can here in Southern California. Just info. I know Southern California's got a big reputation, Hollywood and all that, but those days of Hollywood are gone. You know, the Brown Derby and all that. People still come to Hollywood looking for dreams of getting into motion pictures, and this is the place for it. It really is the place for it. There's a studio everywhere. Matter of fact, I just look out the door and I can see the Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon right there, TBS right there, and Warner Brothers right there, and Disney right there, studios right there. Literally, you can almost throw a rock. They're that close. Anyway, so Troy, thank you for watching. Very good. So if you want to get in the movies and stuff, this is the place to be in sunny Southern California. But that's about it. The rest of it, they don't keep up the city well at all. They don't. Even the freeways are full of trash. It is trash everywhere, everywhere. They don't clean up the city at all. And it's clean. It really looks nice. You know, there's actually on the sides of the freeway. There's actually green, bushes and grass and all that stuff. And it's very nice over there. But here in LA and Hollywood area, there's no greenery. It's just trash on the highway, trash on the freeway. There's just bums and everybody setting up housing everywhere you can think of now. They're letting them run free, and it's all over the place. And now crime is rampant galore here in Southern California, and that's why I always say be armed in Southern California, because crime is crazy now. It's just crazy. And so I'm always got my stuff ready here. But anyway, but if this is the place you want to come for being in the movies, this is the place. You can get into movies pretty quickly, especially as an extra or things like that, and hopefully work your way into becoming a big star. So if you become a big star, don't forget, you saw it here in the Martial Arts History Museum. Don't forget to donate a large amount of the money you make right away to the museum. I know they forget us after they become a big star. Before I talk about everything, America Sabi Samas, how are you? The Martial Arts History Museum, and I say this with all sincerity, has been, shall we say, a bridge, a connection. A lot of people who never knew other people learn about them here at the Martial Arts History Museum. I didn't know America Sabi Samas before this, and I got to know this amazing man by here at the museum. Vince Cesari said, I didn't know any of these celebrities and any of these people from these movies, but through the museum, through Dragon Fest, I got to meet them. And now we are, on a more personal level. Many people have gotten shows from here, have become TV hosts and all that because they were discovered here. People got connected here that never got connected before. I mean, like when we threw events, when we honor somebody, like we did Buxom Kong Day, several of the people flew in from another state just to be here to honor them. How cool is that? So the museum creates a connection with everybody, and I'm very happy about that. I'm very, very honored about that people can connect more here at the Martial Arts History Museum. It's very nice thing, and I hope it continues in that path. So anyway, what's new? What's happening? What's going on here at the Martial Arts History Museum? Well, we're waiting on a grant from the SBA, Small Business Association, and hopefully that'll come through. They said we were approved, but we'll see if it comes through. We'll see if it comes through. I always say I like to say yay when the check is in the mail. So this time when it's transferred into the bank account, then we'll know it came through. So anyway, so it's a nice size grant, which is great. Not a huge grant, but a good sized grant that help us out. So we'll see what happens. We got more hats now in. As you know, we're doing our museum caps, baseball style caps here at the museum. They've gone really well, and we are now adding more. I just got in some new gray ones, light gray ones, and they look pretty snazzy. So I haven't put those on Etsy at all. I'm going to shoot those and photograph them in the next week or two and start putting them up. Okay, so we're going to slowly put more and more caps. They've been really great for the museum. And people enjoy it quite a bit. So very happy to do that, put them up. And it looks really cool when we see someone sends me a picture of them wearing the museum cap. How cool is that, you know? And then people always ask when they see the logo on the cap, hey, where is that museum? You know, right over here at the 7-Eleven here in Burbank, all the staff wear a museum cap all the time. So that's pretty nice of them. You know, I didn't ask them to. They just did it, and that's very, very cool of them. So anyway, that's what's going on. Sensei Emmett, thank you for watching. Very cool of you. Thank you, sir. Very kind of you. So what else is new? Tomorrow is the last day of voting for the Emmys. Okay, as you know, Art Camacho and I and a couple others produced a show called The Camacho Experiment. It was on El Rey Network as a series. It was on there for 6 episodes, and it came out really good, and it went up for Emmy consideration. So right now it's in Emmy consideration phase, and they're going to be doing the final voting tomorrow, Monday, and hopefully, fingers crossed that we get into the slot of Emmy nominee. So let's hope we get there. Hey, that's all we need. That's all we need is Emmy nominee, guys. That's all we need. Of course, it'll look great if we get the Emmy, the actual Emmy. You know, that would look really cool. But Emmy nominee is good right there. So let's hope. So any of you out there who are voting for the Emmys, please consider the Camacho Experiment. It's a very wonderful show, and I hope everybody's enjoying it. This is just a unique opportunity for the show and all that. It's mostly Latino based. From the El Rey Network, they put it on. Robert Rodriguez, great guy, and help us with that. So we really appreciate that. Troy Ransom is watching. Hey, Troy, how you doing? Good to see you. Troy was here yesterday, the day before yesterday, helping me with my security cameras. Thank you, Troy. We got a bunch of them up and running, so we just need to work on a few more and get those. So thank you, Troy, very much. That was very cool of you to come on by. And so anyway, I hope you guys vote for the show. Again, many thanks to everybody who retweeted our stuff. We put a message on Twitter, and then everybody, including Robert Rodriguez, and put a retweet, and Joe Mantegna. Thank you, Joe Mantegna. What a great guy Joe Mantegna is. Beautiful, beautiful man. Talented actor. You know, galore, and a family friend. I'm very honored to call him my friend. And just an amazing guy who helped us out at Dragon Fest all the time now. And he went ahead and retweeted that for us. So thank you very much, Joe Mantegna. Not to be confused with a football player, Joe Montana, but Joe Mantegna. He is the man. And The Godfather. He was Joey Saza. Remember that? Joey Saza? And he was in Criminal Minds and a bunch of great stuff. So many hats off to you. Thumbs up to you, Joe Mantegna. And many others. Martin Cove, the bad guy in Cobra Kai and the Karate Kid, you know that guy. He said, "Sweep the leg." That guy, remember him? So he retweeted our stuff, and a few more other people. Scott Atkins, Scott, wonderful! Wow, what a tremendous actor! Scott Atkins is. He's got a great show. Everybody's got to watch it. He has his own YouTube channel. Great man, great actor, just superb. And he's out there right now, and he retweeted that for us as well. So thank you so much. I know there are a few people who said they're going to retweet it and have not. I hope you guys do retweet it, because tomorrow is the election time. So we sent out to many Emmy Award winners. Right now, I think James Liu is one of our Emmy Award winner. And Paul Wee, just amazing man. And a few other people who won Emmys or up for Emmys. I hope you retweet that as well and help us out. That'd be very cool of you. Very nice. So we appreciate that. So yay for the Camacho Experiment. Yesterday, I had a great time. I went up to Las Vegas. I know, Las Wages, they call it. Las Vegas. Drove up there. You know, me and Mario Prado. We drove up there to attend a Kempo ceremony, and put on by Paul Casey. Thank you, Paul, putting it on. He invited me to come, and that was very, very kind of them to accept the award on behalf of Arkawai Wong. And I was very happy to do that. I wrote a nice little speech. Originally, it was supposed to be Dr. Totten, but Dr. Totten couldn't make it, so I stood in his stead and did a nice speech about Arkawai Wong, and met up with a bunch of people. You know, it was one of our earliest times to get out there in the open. And there we were in Las Vegas. Nobody had a mask. And, I got to see Robert Tempo and Ennio Hardin and, a bunch of people. Donnie Williams was there. Sensei Cecil Peoples was there. Robert Tempo was there. Graciela Casillas was there. So many people were there. And it was just a fun time. It was just a fun time to sit down for an award ceremony. There was no dinner, so I was starved. I snuck a little M&Ms in my pocket the whole night as they did the awards. But anyway, it was nice to go up there, and Chuck Sullivan was there. How cool was that? Got to see great Chuck Sullivan. Great man, and all that. So that was really fun. Thank you, Paul Casey, for the invite. It was a long trip up and a long trip back. It took us almost 7 hours to get up because there was so much traffic from Los Angeles. And coming back, it only took us like 4 or 5. But it took a while. So that was great to be at an event. Finally, an event when nobody had a mask. I think 2 people had a mask, but nobody else had a mask, and that was great. In Southern California, it's all weird. We don't even know whether to wear a mask or not anymore. We're just in limbo here in Southern California. So, what can I tell you? What can I tell you? Anyway, so also as I went up to Vegas, Mario Prado and I got to see the Mob Museum, M-O-B, the Mob Museum. You dirty rats, Mob Museum. That's my gun, see. And I got to see the Mob Museum. We had to rush through because we only had an hour, but we had a lot of fun. It was packed with people. So, and they charge you an arm and leg. Wow, it cost us, I think, $25 each to get in, and then it cost us another $7 in the parking. So you're talking almost $60 for 2 of us to get in there. So anyway, but it was fun to see. It was fun to see. Got to see mobsters. There were no real mobsters there, but I got to see mobster people, pictures, and video, and that was pretty exciting to see that. So yay for the Mob Museum. You just charged a little too much, but hey, I guess they can do that in Vegas. It was hot in Vegas, and I mean hot. It must have been 110, 114 degrees, and boy, was it humid and hot, and ugh. And I had a suit on. I know, for the ceremony, and I had to walk from the car through to the hotel. And that's not a short walk in Vegas. Nothing short in Vegas. Anyway, it was hot in Vegas, and boy, was I boiling. But anyway, I had my all black on black suit. It was pretty cool with the black tie. I like that. Very nice. I like to wear that one. So anyway, 7 a.m. it says, what happens in Vegas? Right. There were a lot of people in the casino, but a lot of the hotels were still not operational. At least they look not operational to me. Usually the hotels were all lit up with lights and stuff in all the rooms, and every hotel was dark, black, nothing. No lights in a single room or anything. I don't know if there was nobody in there, or it's just they had a tint on the windows, or whatever it was. I have no idea, but almost every hotel was just completely dark. You couldn't see inside at all. No lights, no nothing, so it's just kind of weird. Vegas is just now reopening their stuff even more, and Fremont Street and all that is fully open, but the Vegas Strip they're working on it. So if you have to go to Las Vegas, I would strongly suggest you wait a couple months, because they are working on the Las Vegas Strip, and they got that thing tore up galore, and it'll take you maybe 15, 20 minutes to get about a block at a time, 15, 20 minutes per block. That's how much traffic there is, because they tore up the entire street and opened little slivers of space for you to drive through, and it's just terrible, But anyway, we had a fun time in Vegas. it was a blast. Had a great time, and thank you again to Paul Casey and so many people. I was hoping to see Steve Sanders Mohammed there, and that was the whole idea of going to see Steve. But sadly, he was not there. So anyway, what can I say? What can I say? It would have been nice. A lot of people went up just to see him, but he wasn't there. Anyway, but we did have a good time. We did have a good time. What else is going here on at the Martial Arts History Museum? I have just finished putting up all my Monkey Kung Fu DVDs, all on Etsy. So I'm putting everything on Etsy. I'm putting now the videos you see behind me, one at a time, up on Etsy. I just packaged them up. What I needed to do is I needed to package them up and then take it to the post office and find out the weight, because now I have to mail them. Gone are the days it was on Amazon, because they don't do that anymore. So now I have to mail them. So I got to get the package and everything. So that's what I'm doing. Putting everything up on Etsy has taken a while, but it's slowly getting there. Little at a time, little at a time. Let's see what else. We do have a new shipment of magazines that came in here at the museum. So in case you are looking to get a few magazines while they're still here, we have a few more different magazines that are here. I think we got maybe 200 magazines, maybe came in, different variety of magazines. So that's pretty cool. Speaking of magazines, thank you, David Kono, for purchasing the last magazine with Don the Dragon Wilson. A new magazine coming up for auction is with Sensei Tak Kubota. Yes, Tak Kubota. I was just at Tak Kubota studio like Thursday and went over there, and he signed a bunch of magazines. And what is so cool is I said, Sensei, later on, when you have time, I would love for you to put aside a uniform for the museum later on. And he said, look right over there. He had right on a hanger, literally in the school, this is my gi from the 1950s. Yeah, 1950s. This is the one I wore in Tokyo. I want you to have that for the Martial Arts History Museum. This is my donation to the museum. And it was his old uniform, ripped up. This guy works out real hard. Ripped up, and he donated it to the museum right there at his studio. He took some pictures. I'll post them later. But that was very nice of Sensei Tak Kubota to donate his uniform to the Martial Arts History Museum. Again, we usually don't try to, I mostly tell people 99% of the time, hold on to your uniforms, hold on to your weapons, hold on to your artifacts until we get into a bigger place, because I don't like to store them. But on some occasions, when someone is there and they're getting elderly and they have it there and they bring it over or something, we'll go ahead and put it in storage. We don't have much room in storage at all. But when people are getting up in their age, I think it's important that we try to get that and preserve that, because you never know what happens. People, I've had this experience. I tell you this personally. I've had many people that have had a pioneer, big guy in the martial arts. Their families had their uniforms, and then when they passed away, instead of donating to the museum, they're there in the garage sale. Their uniform or their artifact or whatever, it's in the garage sale. It's like having King Arthur's sword when he passes in the garage sale. And that's what's happening. And that's what happens a lot. And I don't want that to happen. So I'm not, you know what I mean? I'm going out there and we're talking with them, especially those who are much elderly. We really want to get their uniform here at the museum, because it is so hard getting it afterwards. Believe me, I have tried to get others who have passed away, and it just the families don't want to give it. And I understand completely. But they end up throwing it away. Or they end up having a family feud over it. And I've seen that. I know that firsthand, shall we say? Not firsthand, but I've seen it here. I've seen it. Someone with a uniform here happen. So anyway, Robert McCullough, thank you for watching, Robert. Very cool of you. And anyway, that has happened. So I want to say thank you to Sensei Takabota for donating both his uniform and signing a magazine for us to auction. We'll be auctioning that later on. So that's going to be pretty cool. Very excited about that. So it's great to see his school is running fabulous and students are starting to come in. So great. As you know, here in Southern California, we lost about 85% to 90% of our martial arts schools. And we had the most schools in the world probably here in Southern California. And now they're almost all gone. Almost all gone here in Southern California. So, it has been a hard time. People are trying to recover. This is not over. I know that COVID's supposed to be over. We've got our shots. I got my shots and everything. And, people are starting to get back and the stores are starting to open up. Jose Pollo, thank you for watching. Thank you very much. And, people are starting to open up, but sadly, the damage has been done. The damage has been done. And many people, even though they're opening up, there's no way to make up for the last year and a half. And I say a year and a half because it's already June, a year and a half of being closed, just about a year and a half of being closed. And to make up, I was reading somebody about some company that's going to close and said, look, we lost $96 million last year. There's no way we can recover. And even though they're open, there's no way they can recover. And so they're going to close. And big name stores are doing that. So even though the COVID is supposedly kind of getting over, and people are starting to open, the damage has been done. And many stores and other stuff are still going to close. It's like in baseball, Vince Scully will say, you're playing baseball and the guy gets a home run or whatever and ties the game. And he'll say, well, the inning is over, but the damage has been done. The guy hit a home run or whatever. So same thing in COVID, we've gone through it. And some of us, only a handful of us have survived. Not many, and, sad to say, but, not many of us survived. And those who survive are still on the fence. We're still on the fence, even though we're open. We're just not getting the people in and stuff like that. Just here at the museum right now, hardly anybody's come in. They're coming in, they're coming back, but not many at all. Okay, so we're still not out of the woods. Same with us and other people as well. We're still not out of the woods. We've got a lot to recover, and hopefully we'll be able to recover through it and continue on. And hold Dragon Fest next year. That is my hope. So we'll see what happens. But again, I appreciate everybody's support. Thank you. As I close this out, I want to say thank you to everybody, to your continued support. It's kept this museum alive. Thank you for purchasing our caps and shirts and all that. Robert, as you know, we tried to post the caps. And again, I looked at the minimum bid, the minimum postage. And Robert knows this, minimum postage here on Etsy to sell the caps, $26 minimum, and I'm talking minimum to send anything overseas. It's just outrageous. You know that, Robert. It's outrageous the amount it costs overseas. So I said, I'm just going to make it here in nationwide. I think that's easier. I just took off the international amount, on there because, again, it's ridiculous how much they're charging. Crazy. Roberts agrees. Crazy prices. There is crazy prices for sending it overseas. Just crazy. So I'm just going to sell it here in the United States. That'll make it easier and a lot easier on me as well. But when we figure out a way we can send stuff better, we'll work on that, Robert. So anyway, it's all just here in the nation here in America. Oh, Tammy Johnson is watching. Christian Sandoval, now the time to go support the museum and check it out. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Tammy Johnson, Christian Sandoval, thank you guys for your words of encouragement. Yes, you are correct. Now is the time to support the museum more than ever. As we go through this, and again, we're not out of the hot water. We're still here, but there's a lot, of back stuff to make up for, and that's a year and a half of no funding, hardly any funding. Some funding come in, some funding from many people who have been so generous to help us out, and thank you so much for doing that. And we'll see what happens, but we're hoping more people come on, and that'll be fantastic. Also, I want to say thank you to NBC4 Channel 4. I don't usually watch the news much anymore. Too much stuff on there, you know what I mean. Not going to go into it. Not going to go into it. But they were here last week on Wednesday, and they were doing a story about the Olympics, specifically karate in this next year in Tokyo's Olympics coming up, and that was pretty good. That was pretty good. That was very nice of them to do that, and they came here with a crew, and they asked me about the history of karate, the history of martial arts coming to America, and the history of martial arts in the Olympics. And very nice of them to do that. They found us on the internet, and they came by and shot here, and that'll be airing when the Olympics are airing. So that'll be pretty good. That'll give us a worldwide coverage there. So that's pretty nice. So many, many thank yous to NBC News for helping us out there, and really appreciate that. Guys, Melvin, thank you for watching. Very good. Thank you for watching. Next page here. Oh, thank you, Robert. Thank you. Very cool. I'm reading some stuff on here. I can't see so. It's very cool. So anyway, please, always, guys, as I close, I want to say, share stuff, about the museum with other people. You never know. Billy Blanks was just teaching Taibo in his garage and at his school, and nobody was learning it. Nobody gave him a time of day till a movie star guy came in, and they put it out there and got an infomercial. He paid for an infomercial and all that, and that was it. He became a millionaire, multi-millionaire over Taibo, and look at that. It could happen to us. It could happen to us. Hint, Billy Blanks. Hint, hint, hint. Donate to the museum. But anyway, you never know. You never know who might see stuff. So please share this stuff about the museum with everybody. We need to get more and more people here, and we appreciate that very much. Let's see. Tammy says this. Tammy, go check out the source museum. Oh, very cool, Tammy. Very cool. Thank you, Tammy. So anyway, let people know about us. I appreciate it. Spread the word. We do Facebook ads. We do a few other stuff, but we don't have much funding now to do it. With the COVID, we have hardly any funding to do those kinds of things. We have to reserve it for the paying the place and all that right now. So, as this thing carried on longer than everybody thought, it carried on longer than everybody thought, almost a year and a half of nothing coming in. So it has taken quite a toll, but we are still here. So thank you, everybody, for coming on board and helping us out. As I close, I say, don't forget, we have a campaign up there right now. It says, if you donate to restart the Martial Arts History Museum, we need some repairs here. We need a bunch of stuff doing. We're trying to raise about $8,000 to do it. And if we can get whatever we can get, we're going to get. And then we're going to start some repairs in the back area. A lot of stuff was ripped up over the years, over the last year and a half. The weather has eaten our canopies and other stuff, the sun and all that. So in California, that's what we get. We don't only get a tan, we get our stuff eaten up by the sun. Yeah, it eats it up. So anyway, we're trying to do that. So if you want to tell people to come on board and make a donation, a tax-deductible donation. Oh, and let me say that as I close. Making a donation to the museum is a tax deduction. We are a fully registered and fully active 501c3 nonprofit organization. I know many people can acquire the status of nonprofit, okay, but you have to keep it up every year. You have to pay so much every year and all that. There's a lot of paperwork going into this every year. And 99.9% of the people in the martial arts community don't keep it up for after the year. Thankfully, we have some great people in our accounting who do accounting for us on a volunteer basis, who know how to do that and keep it up every year. So we are one of the very few, and I mean very few. There might be one other one, but very few who keep up our 501c3 nonprofit organization status. Okay, so your gifts to the museum, and all that helps us out, and you can take it off for your taxes as well. So how cool is that? And I saw something called the Giving Pledge. Have you guys seen that? The Giving Pledge. It's put on by one of the guys, by Bill Gates and those guys. It's called the Giving Pledge, where a lot of philanthropists put money into a big account, and they call it the Giving Pledge. And from that, they make donations to different nonprofits. We are trying our best to get on there as one of the people that they can make a donation to. If you know somebody in the Giving Pledge, please contact them on our behalf. That would be fantastic. Just the other week, the Giving Pledge donated as a gift $10 million to the Japanese American National Museum right over here in Los Angeles. $10 million. We need the $10 million. But anyway, congratulations to them. Congratulations to them, the Japanese American Museum. They got the donation, I guess it's the ones that are there. And, wow, I'm just going to say, we need the donation. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to say anything else. I'm not going to say anything else because I don't want to get in trouble. But we need the $10 million donation, They got it as a gift. As a gift like last week. What can I say? Anyway, Tammy says, what can I do in Bakersfield? Spread the word, Tammy. Spread the word about us. Spread the word about us. As we get ready, and I know I said I'm closing, but as we get ready to reopen, we would love to do some mini concerts. And your guy, Tammy, he's a legend. How cool is that? So let's do some mini concerts or things like that. And that'll be fantastic. As you know, we're doing great stuff with Gold Star. They're working with us. We had Vince Cesari do a Kubotan seminar, but we're working on a few other things. Tammy, why don't you get in touch with me right after? Tammy, hold on. After I close this, I'm going to send a text to you, okay? So I'm keep the line open. I'm going to talk to you right after we're done, okay? But anyway, I just want to say thank you to Vince Cesari and Robert Redfeather for doing our seminars for us. That is very kind of you. We appreciate it very much. So people watching Gold Star are able to enjoy that. So thank you very much. We're going to do an event every month there. It's helping us out. It's not making a lot of money yet, but in time it'll get more people on there. That'll be fantastic. So anyway, that's it, everybody. You take care. Thank you very much for being here and watching this YouTube channel and Facebook channel. We appreciate it very much. It's very kind of you. And that's all the news. That's all the news I have for you. Anybody have any questions before I go? Any questions before I go? Okay. Oh, thank you, Tammy. Tammy sent this to me. Let me take a picture of it before I close this out. Because if I close this out, all these stuff, text and stuff and notes might not be on. I take a picture, Tammy. Okay, got it. I like to take a picture of people's phone messages and stuff. I remember it's on there. I will do all I can for you. Thank you, Robert. Thank you very much. Okay, any other questions for anybody? Okay, well, that's it. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. I truly appreciate it. And let's continue to move forward. Let's continue to move forward. I know we can do this. I know we can get some people, big people on board. And, especially, I said this is last, and I'll say one more little last. We're not getting any younger. And especially those who are getting elderly and stuff. We are losing a lot of people. And many people are coming down with injuries, and some people physical or some people mental or whatever. we are slowly losing our people, and let's consider the Martial Arts History Museum, because once they're gone, and we at the museum feel it's important to keep that legacy alive, and we're doing our best to do that. And especially when they're gone, there'll be something here for other people to enjoy and see what they did to make history of the martial arts. So especially those guys, uh, let's support the museum. Okay, that's it. Everybody take care. We'll talk to you later. Okay, bye. Okay, in stream. Thank you.